Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High Yah. So, giving all thanks and praises for the Messiah, the Ruach, send the Messiah to die for Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, which are Negroes, scattered all over the world through the Arab slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade. We are the people of the book, according to the scriptures, according to DNA, wherever you want to look at. We are the people of the book. We are the true Israelites of the Bible. Shalom, family. So tonight, I'm going to do a part 2 on the Black Jewish versus the Black Hebrew, part 2 debate. I'm going to play the first part of it. This is so good, y'all. Get your popcorns out, Get the popcorn out, get it out. Because we're going to see these Black Jewish guys get destroyed, right? By a camp guy that, of course, we don't agree with the camps, especially the ones where neither one of them, but the camp guy is going to fold his hand. And y'all see what happened last time. Basically, he said that the Messiah is in the Old Testament. Well, how could Joseph be the father? So this is why I find it so interesting to have a camp guy like Deacon, used to be Deacon Sakari, I think he's Genesis now. It's good to have a camp guy telling the truth for once, y'all. And so whenever they do that, I like to bring it out, let everybody see, just in case if they want to come and debate the issue or have a discussion, that we got them on record saying that the Messiah was that rock that followed behind Israel in the wilderness. Rock before him, the rock to follow behind. All praises to the Most High. But this video is going to talk more on the Edomites and who the people are. And this guy, he's going to say he believes that some of them are real Israelites and some of them are not. It's a very interesting video, y'all. You get a chance to check it out. If I can, I'll put it in the description in the box. But I'm ready to get into it. I was trying to see if anybody else going to come on live. I know it's late. We only got 11 people just popped up right now that's on there listening. Make a post, say shalom, how you doing, what's going on. But it's time to get it in, the Black Jewish versus the Black Hebrew part 2 debate, which I played the ending part last time. Now I'm going to play at the beginning. And y'all going to see how I tell Black people, do not get in Judaism and turn around and try to debate. Because if you do that, you're going to get completely tore up, destroyed. So, because Judaism reads more of the Talmud. They don't read the Torah. Because if they read the Torah, he won't be saying what he's saying on this debate. Anyway, shalom. Don't have too many people in the chat tonight. Got Johanna, shalom, and I think who else we got in the chat? Son Judah, shalom. Son Judah doing some good work over there, y'all. Go check him out on his channel. With AI, he's bringing AI to under control and according with the Most High. So he's really good at that. I wouldn't even try that. So that's something that's not in my lane. But Son Judah is pretty good with that. Y'all go check him out on his channel. And you'll learn more about AI, how Son Judah bring AI to tell the truth. Shalom, Tyson Rowland. Shalom, how you doing? All right. Great getting this video. I don't like to talk so long because I watch other videos and they do a lot of talking. And let's get into it. I ain't got time to keep talking about the video. Fair use, and y'all, this is really good. Fair use.
Which it seems like that depending on which translation you use. The translator bring different words from the Hebrew, the Aramaic, or the Greek into English as worship. So you have to know which word is behind that.
Yeah.
And so forth. So, for instance, in KJV, the translators use worship um, to they translated um, the action that Joshua performed in front of the captain of the host as worship, and so forth.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand which word is there, you will be thinking, and then I think somewhere in the New Testament it says they bow down, but they would say they worship Jesus, and then someone would argue from that trend.
Well, why is the guy talking about the New Testament? Remember, family, he don't believe in the New Testament, but they keep running to him. Fair use.
Translation, not understanding that you are defining this word very narrowly, and you have a specific word in mind. So that's
Right. Now, it may look narrowly to us because we have been westernized and modernized, but what happens is the translators of these ancient texts have a Christianity bias. So they're translating proskuneo from Greek to English as worship. But if you look at all the Greek lexicons and just their basic language outside of religious texts, their word for worship is latreia. So we got to deal with the biasness behind the ancient manuscripts.
Yeah, I would agree with that to an extent. Yeah, the Septuagints, the Greek manuscripts brought that over from the Hebrew.
Are you a Trinitarian?
Oh man, I'm Jewish. I don't subscribe to any such.
You're not Messianic Jew?
No, I'm not Messianic Jew. No.
You're a Messianic Jew or a non-Messianic Jew?
Non-Messianic.
Non-Messianic Jew. Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Non-Messianic. Yeah.
Okay. It's been 3 minutes, but I'm ready. You got to stay another 3 minutes now. Yeah. So, are you? What is your ethnicity?
My ethnicity, Black American.
This is why it's starting to get very interesting. Y'all listen to what he said.
Jewish.
Fair use.
Yeah.
Jewish. Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you convert?
I didn't convert. I was born as such, so I didn't convert.
Are you a bloodline Israelite?
I don't know. Maybe. Possibility. Maybe not.
Your parents practice this too?
Yeah, it's specifically on my mother's side. Yeah.
Mother's side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the Bible says that you're a Jew from your father, though.
No, it doesn't say you're a Jew from your father. The Bible traces genealogy through fathers more often than not. It traces the inception of the Israelites back to the patriarchs and so forth.
Why does it say Why does it say of the seed of Abraham?
Because it traces the inception of the Israelites back through the patriarchs.
Priest, let me get that Ezra. I got Numbers 1, 2. Yeah. So let me just read this real quick. All right. This is Ezra chapter 2. Oh, Salakia. All right. Ezra 2 says, these were they which went up from Tel Malah and Tel Harsah and Cherub and Adon and Immer, but they could not show their father's house and their seed whether they were Israel.
Yeah, so why does it say they had to show their father's lineage to make sure they were Israelites?
If I'm remembering that narrative, well, it's been a while. I think that was more specific towards those of Levi as it pertained to the priesthood, being able to service in the priesthood, if I remember.
That's the point.
Correctly.
Okay,
and so,
though, it applies, though.
That's the point.
That would be.
Do you agree with the Talmud that the Moels get circumcisions?
That's immaterial.
It's immaterial.
Yeah, to our discussion about let me see something about pay.
about Jewish.
But no, I don't subscribe to the Talmud. so that you can deal with. Like me,
Okay.
I grew up in the tradition of Karaite Judaism. Are you familiar with it?
The Karaites, who said that they have 4,500 years to trace back their lineage.
Well, some may claim that, but
That's crazy.
no one is quite certain. Most people would trace the inception of it to Anan, but some say that the teachings and the traditions go back further.
Who are those white people in Israel right now?
White people, it depends on if you just define them as white people or white passing.
Who are the Ashkenazim?
Ashkenazim, they're a combination of those who converted during some time in history and a combination of those who have ancestry back to the Levant, who practice Judaism and can trace such practices back centuries.
This dude said they are the people that some of them converted and some of them are natural Israelite. This guy's got to be the stupidest Jewish black dude in the world. Let's say something that's stupid. Watch this. Fair use.
So it's a combination of both.
Does practicing customs and convert make you bloodline Israelite?
Yes and no. So if you weren't initially, then no. If you're practicing those customs, then you are, quote unquote, a bloodline Israelite, then yes.
A bloodline Israelite can convert to being an Israelite?
No, you asked me, does practicing
And
make you...
converts. I said, does practicing the customs and being a convert make
you said and being a convert.
Yeah.
So no, not and being a convert. Being a convert necessitates that you're joining yourself to the traditions and of the people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you subscribe to the Tanakh?
Yes.
Okay. And you believe the people in the land are bloodline Israelites?
Yes. Both.
Okay.
Yes. Both.
So why does the Bible say that the land of Israel will be occupied by Gentiles until the Messiah returns?
I think the New Testament more specifically speaks about
No,
Jerusalem.
the Old Testament, sir.
No, I don't recall anywhere where it says the land of Israel. Hold on. I don't recall anywhere where it says the land of Israel is going to be occupied by Gentiles until who returns?
Until the Messiah returns.
Yeah, you're not going to read that anywhere in the Old Testament.
Okay.
Until the Messiah returns.
Okay.
Because the Old Testament doesn't speak about a Messiah returning, first of all.
Okay.
So you're not going to read that anywhere. No.
Okay, let's say not return. That's I could easily prove that the Messiah would have to die and the Messiah would have to conquer, therefore indicating two comings. But let's just deal strictly with his purpose and his mission. The Messiah is supposed to save Israel, correct?
Well, it depends.
What do you mean?
That depends on how you define the Messiah, and whether or not you subscribe to the idea of one Messiah or more than one Messiah.
Okay.
You know there are different traditions.
That's that, fine. Right? Let's say multiple or one. Does the Messiah, does the prophecy say that Israel has to be saved by this Messiah?
It speaks about, if I'm remembering correctly, David or the branch of Jesse.
Yeah.
Gathering his people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what does the Israelites over there need to be saved from?
What do they need to be saved from? That's a subjective question. That's
they have sovereignty, autonomy, billions of dollars of aid, state-of-the-art military weaponry from the world power of the earth. They're the most trillionaires. They own the most football teams, basketball teams, record companies, and media. What do they actually need to be saved from?
They still have enemies if you want to look at it from that area. So they still have enemies that seek their destruction. From that perspective, then still as of yet, for those who subscribe to it, they haven't rebuilt the Mikdash. So all nations haven't recognized their God, and all nations don't come there to worship. So yeah, they still have nations that seek their harm and destruction. So from that perspective, they need to still be delivered from that. And even now, they're being attacked on every side. Like in
Are they losing or winning?
Well, they're winning right now.
So why would
for
they need help?
Well, because God always helps his people. And especially if they're faithful to his standard, then he's going to be on their side and they're going to defeat their enemies. But if they're not faithful to their standards, then they will be defeated.
Y'all heard this Negro. He's like going in trying to say these people now. He's talking about the ish people, right? Come on, bro. This dude is messed up. But watch what happened.
Scattered. So,
okay. So real quick. Are they faithful right now?
That's a yes and a no. Just like it always has been.
They're 90% secular.
Right. That was it.
They got the biggest homosexual parade over there.
Israel is not 90% secular.
Okay, let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Not 90% secular.
Okay, and then give me Micah chapter 5 in the NLT and also Ezekiel 36, because you said that the prophecy doesn't state that Israel will be occupied by heathens until the eschaton. So I want to just show and prove that. Go ahead.
I got Ezekiel 36. If another brother could get Micah and NLT.
Micah 5 NLT. Go ahead.
You want which one you want first?
Whoever, Micah 5.
Micah 5, you want me to start at 2?
Yep.
This is Micah 5 and 2 in NLT. It says, "But you, O Bethlehem, Ephrathah, are only a small village among all the people of Judah. Yet a ruler of Israel will come from you, one whose origins are from the distant past. The people of Israel will be abandoned to their enemies until the woman in labor gives birth."
You see that? So the woman in labor is giving birth.
Where did you read from? Where did you read from?
Micah chapter 5 in the NLT. Whatever translation you want to do is fine. This is just simplified.
No, I'm talking about. And then where did you go after that?
Verses 2 to what?
2 to 3. I'm finishing up 3 right now.
Yeah, so Israel is supposed to be abandoned until the woman gives labor. The woman giving labor is poetic language for the kingdom coming. And the context there is the Messiah. So how do you reconcile this prophecy that Israel will be abandoned to its enemies? They wouldn't be ruling and reigning, having autonomy and sovereignty until the kingdom.
And look at this in Ezekiel 36.
Hold on, let me answer one at a time.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Let me answer one at a time. So, one, your interpretation is subjective. So
if you're gonna say subjective, can you give an antithetical exegesis?
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not a prophet, and so I don't preoccupy and put in my recognize your interpretation is being subjective.
Well, that's a plain reading of the text. There's no esoteric breakdown to it.
No, there is a plain reading of the text. Okay, I don't dispute that. But the time frame in which you're putting this text into is subjective.
Maybe you can look at a Jewish commentary to help.
If I go to different commentaries, all right, that I may think is being authoritative or not.
Yes, that would be great.
You will see various interpretations on this.
That we can absolutely debunk in history.
No.
But hold on, Yahoo, if you're not a prophet, how can you discern and tell us that our interpretation is incorrect?
The way I can do that is because, one, like I said, you're not prophets.
No, but you aren't.
Two, I know. So if I'm going to visit the commentary on this, all right, and the sages who precede you all, who carried on these traditions, and see what they voice on this, then their voice is going to speak louder and more authoritative.
The sages of what century?
Mm-hmm. And then the question is,
let's see if you have answered this question, man.
Hold on, Yoshia, you said the sages. I just want to make sure I'm clear. The sages of what century?
From, let's say, the 2nd century forward to...
2nd century forward, when the bloodline Israelites were already gone. So converts, we have to
Hold on.
appeal to
When the
converts.
bloodline Israelites were already gone from where?
We were expelled from the land in 70 AD and 135 AD in the Bar Kokhba revolt.
Well,
So which
second century was started at 100.
Start at 100 AD. You're
So
right.
they wouldn't have been gone.
Okay, so you're saying that these sages are actual bloodline Israelites. You would
And
need to
then
show and prove that.
I never made that. You're obsessed with the whole idea of bloodline Israelites. But if I had to take a position, I would say, yeah, there's no indication that they're not. Furthermore, we know that there are Israelites that remained in the land even after 70 AD and 135, verifiably so.
Now, this guy said there's no indication that them people in the land of Israel, what they call Israel, is not blood like Israelite. This guy got to be crazy. Man, I can't believe this. Crazy.
In northern Israel.
Can you prove that?
Yeah, the sources like the Galilee, and we have the Palestinian.
Can you take the time to quote one, or you could even look it up on your own?
Real quick,
Yeah.
Priest. I think that we should look at this verse that you brought out in Ezekiel because it's pretty clear, and I like.
Okay, let's read that. Let's read that. But all he's gonna say is he's not a prophet.
Oh
so
yeah,
he can't. That's his safety net.
Are you gonna do that, Yoshiyahu? If I read this in Ezekiel, can I read this Ezekiel here?
Just let me ask him this. How about this? Yoshiyahu, how about we give you the floor that you could go to the Bible and prophecy and show the Israelites returning back to the land, like with the first Eliel and the second Eliel and the third Eliel. Can you show all that in prophecy?
What you mean the Aliyah? You mean the Aliyah?
Yeah, the Aliyah.
Okay.
Yeah, can you show that in the prophecy? Basically, show 1948 in the prophecy.
I never make the claim about 1948 being in the prophecy. That's not my position.
Okay, so how the hell did millions of bloodline Israelites that you're alleging are bloodline Israelites get back to the land, and that would have to be a part of prophecy? So which prophecy was that?
I never said that had to be a part of prophecy. You never heard me say that.
Every prophecy, I'm going to give it right to you. Every prophecy of us returning back to our land, I'm sorry, every time we go back to our land, there's a prophecy. Every single time. Every captivity, there's a prophecy about it. Every coming back to the land is a prophecy about it.
Hey, hold on, a priest. In Micah 5:3, it actually says that. At the end of verse number 3, it says, "Then at last his fellow countrymen will return from exile to their own land." Then his people will undisturbed.
So I'm gonna let Yonathan ask what he wanted to ask, and then Yashiyahu, if you want to give some pushback, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kayala, you're not a prophet, man. You can't read that. So
I'm a prophet, by the way, Yashiyahu.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, brother.
Yeah, you claim to be. You claim to be.
Okay, I want to have like a fair conversation. I want us to be, down to earth, right? I think we can read a verse and just see clearly what it's saying, even if we aren't prophets. Would you agree?
Say it again. Repeat that.
Like, can we know what it's speaking about, even if me or you are not prophets? Can we do that?
It depends on the text.
Okay, what does it depend on?
It depends on if a particular prophecy is explained or shown to have been fulfilled in the text itself. If it's a prophecy that speaks about undetermined, indeterminate future to the prophet who wrote it or prophesied it, and we can't see it actually unfolding in history and compare what's spoken with historical events, then it remains subjective.
Okay, well, I'll read this one, and you tell me what you think it's saying, and then we'll work with that. So, Ezekiel 36, I'm gonna start at verse 5. Thus says the Lord God, or as KJV, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. I'm gonna jump down a little bit. Verse 7, therefore thus says the Lord God, I have lifted up my hand Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. But ye, O mountains of Israel, you shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. Being at hand to come back to the land, the Idumeans or the heathen would be possessing the land, yes or no?
Let me read it. Let me see. Where'd you start in
Verse
36?
5.
Verse 5. Okay. Therefore, thus says the Lord, have I not in my jury spoken against the remnant of the nations and against Edom, all of it, who gave my land to themselves for possession with the joy of the whole heart, with despite of soul, for the sake of casting it out. Okay. So what are you saying? You putting this in, because I can show this actually transpiring before the modern day, where Edomites were actually explicitly identified as being such, not when the identity of this people group is just subject, very
Okay,
subjective.
right. No, okay, perfect. So you agree that there are Idumeans or heathen that possess the land. You're saying it happened in the past, no problem. So what you have to show me, in considering the rest of the verses, that upon the arrival of the true Israelites, that they would be there. When did that happen?
They were there during the time of the Maccabees. Certain northern cities and regions where I think it was Judas Maccabee. I had to go and actually conquer these people, and that's during a time where they forced some of them to convert to stay in the land, get circumcised, and practice. So they were in the land, possessing it. This happened during the time of the Babylonian captivity, and after they came out of the land. So they were occupying the land. The important thing is, okay, at least to me, maybe not to you, is that when I can see that these the Idumeans, the Edomites, were actually in the land occupying it, when Israelites came back, they were like readily identified. Their identity wasn't subjective and up to debate. The text clearly tells you that they were there by name. So the authors of those texts, they identify them. Today, you all's identification of Edom is highly subjective. The world doesn't agree with you or look at any people group as being Edom by name. So it's highly subjective.
Now, he said the world don't look at people as called Edom by name. This guy's really vouching for people that had us in slavery, owned slave ships. And this guy, apparently he don't know history. He's somewhere up on the rock. I mean, anybody know this history about the Ish people had us in slavery. They own slave ships. This guy's crazy.
Yoshi, when did the Edomites get lost as far as their identity of who they are? What year circa?
What you're looking at in the first century, where even during the time of 70 AD, around about, they actually assisted some of the Idumeans. I think they assisted the Jews in fighting against Rome. At least a faction of them did. And then around the 2nd century CE, you don't even hear about them anymore. So they, by name group, we don't hear about Edom anymore.
Okay, now watch this.
Hold on, I'm not done. So what you do hear about, you see them in the writings of the rabbis, and you can tell from the writings that the rabbis have redesignated what it means to be Edom, and they start to identify Edom as Christianity. But this is all symbolic designations because the Christians were their enemies.
Okay, watch this. You subscribe to the Midrash? If not for doctrine, at least for historicity?
In some degree, some respects I do.
Okay. So here we have the Midrash, and this is Yokot Shimoni Bereshit Remez 115. And it says, it's based off of Genesis 36, Yitzchak said...
Hold on, where are you reading from? Where are you reading from?
This is
hold on.
Y-A-L.
Hold on. Let me get there with you.
Rabbi Yitzchak.
No. Where are you reading from?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the source. I'm gonna pin it to the top.
All right, do that real quick so I can read along with you.
Yeah, let's read along, y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Another good thing you could do, priest, screenshot it and put it as your profile pic for like momentarily you can pull to refresh and everybody can see it.
Oh, okay. I'd rather just kind of pin it to the top so everybody can have this when people try to lie. Not saying he's lying, he just doesn't know. But when people try to lie and say that, okay,
Okay, Deacon is getting ready to bring out this Jewish encyclopedia, Jewish historian writer that's saying that Edom and basically Rome is one and the same, right? So when he bring it out, I want to go to a scripture on that. Fair use.
where is this at? Okay. Bear with me, y'all. We're going into the mid-range.
And where you reading from?
I'm about to tell you right now. So, you know what? I'll let me, for time's sake, just go to, it's spelled Yalkut, Shimoni, Shimoni, on Bereshit, which is Genesis. And then we're going to go to section, it says Remez, Remez 115. Pull that up and let me know when you're there.
Go ahead, you can read it. I'll be looking for it while you
It says, if someone tells you Edom is in Germany, believe it. Then he says, if someone tells you Edom has been destroyed, do not believe it. That's you. Then it says, if he tells you Edom is settled, do not believe it. But if he says that Edom has been destroyed and dwells in Germania, believe it. So he's identifying that the Edomites.
Now, Deacon is using this man's own source because he believes in the Jewish. Look what it says and look how he's cutting this guy. This is sick, y'all. Fair use.
Are now, because they are Middle Eastern people, so-called Middle Eastern people, they have now merged or migrated into European lands. It didn't say call them Christians or anything like that.
Give me that address one more time, please, and spell it.
It is Yalkut. This is the name of the individual. Or no, this is the book actually.
I need the book.
Shimoni, Shimoni. Bereshit, which is Genesis. And you're gonna go to Remez 115.
Hold on. Spell that Remez.
Remez.
And you said 115?
115.
Mm-hmm.
He's stalling. No, I'm playing.
No, I'm looking for his source so I can put my eyes on it. I thought you were gonna pin it up top.
I'm trying to get the link for it. Right now I just have the quick excerpt.
Nah, I don't see that. How you spell his name? Again.
Yalkut. No, this is
so this guy act like he don't know his own. He worship basically behind the Ish people. Now he don't know who he's talking about, but y'all gonna see. We're almost done with this because I played the last part. Almost done with this part. This is really, they can really cut this guy with his own material. I mean, badly, and the guy is just gonna lie.
The Rabbi, watch this. Rabbi Yitzchak.
Yeah, this is Yitzchak. What else? What's the rest of his name?
That's it. Just Rabbi Yitzchak.
You know how many Rabbi Yitzchaks there are? Okay. I'm trying to find what you got there, buddy. Hold on. Rabbi Yitzchak.
When you buy or sell your car exactly how you want with CarGurus, you might begin to wonder, what if you could do things your way all the time?
Dream, 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 dream.
I'm not
Okay,
finding
you
it.
know what? I got.
He's trying to act like he can't find it, and he's trying to act like he ain't worried. But actually, this guy is cut to the core.
Here. I'll do you one better.
Yeah,
Now,
please.
watch this, everybody. I'm about to screenshot this. I got it. I got plenty of them. Look at this.
All right, do this again. Go to the Midrash.
I'm gonna give you the link, and then you can look up. It's gonna be on at the bottom of page 130. I can put the link in the chat, right,
And
y'all?
he says, is Bereshit Midrash?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm about to put the link in the chat for everybody.
He says,
Boom. And
is it,
everybody go to page 130 and look at the bottom.
is
Look
it,
at the bottom of
what is
page
it?
130.
Is it Bereshit Rabati? Where is it in Bereshit? Midrash.
I'm posting it. How do I
Okay,
put it on my thumbnail? Okay, there we go. Now watch this from camera roll. All right. Okay, there we go. Now look at this. Everybody read. Choose that. Boom. Everybody read the first line on my screen. The first line. How do I put it as my main picture?
You gotta change. You gotta change your profile and then reload. Like scroll down.
You can see it. You just gotta pull down to refresh.
I put it on number 2. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we go. Read what the first line says, and I'll give you. You guys will see what book that's from. It's dealing with the Midrash.
Let me see the first line. It says, Rabbi Judah said, you talking about that first line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rabbi Judah said, he exalted him as you read, and the peoples can't read that and bring them to their place. And he persuaded him, you talking about right there? And take him the words and return unto the Lord. Is he talking about right there?
No, when it says Esau was regarded as the progenitor of Rome.
I don't see this.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, go down. To where it says V, whatever that means. I think 5.
Yoshi is.
This guy's playing really dumb because he's cut so bad. He act like he don't see this. This is stuff that he reads because he don't know the scriptures. He claims he don't subscribe to the Talmud, but he don't know the scriptures. So what is he reading? He probably reading the Jewish Encyclopedia, and he probably do read the Talmud because if he knew the scriptures, he wouldn't have said something so stupid that Edom was dead, gone. That's crazy. Crazy.
He's looking at his screen, his PTR.
Yeah, I'm looking at his PTR. Where am I supposed to be looking?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So if you go down, it says Genesis. It says 39F. Esau was regarded as the progenitor of Rome.
You said, hold on, let me see.
It's like the second paragraph.
No, I don't see it.
You're a cotton picking liar.
It's the Yoshi.
I don't do any lying.
Yoshi.
Okay, so I'm looking at his PTR.
Can you just click the link? Listen, bro, just click the link that I put in the chat.
Oh, okay, so you put a link in the chat now. Okay, now you put a link in the got you. No problem. See, that's
no,
bad.
but
Nah, this nigga wicked, man. He see that shit, man.
Hey,
he being wicked right now.
Yeah.
Don't call me out my name, first of all.
Definitely, you can't speak out your term, brother.
Nah, he called me an N-word. So you said page 30? I didn't know you put the link in the chat. Page
but that's
30.
gonna take too long. It's right there on his PTR, brother.
Okay, so
You just gotta.
No. It's fine.
Hold on. I told you I was looking at his PTR.
I was trying to direct.
It's at the bottom of the page, yo. You can't be that. Yo, it's literally at the bottom. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Hey, can you be quiet? So now on the side, I see page 26 of 560.
Yeah, right. Go down to page 130.
Oh, you said 130. I thought you said 30. My bad.
Read the bottom paragraph, the very bottom
130.
paragraph.
Okay, I'm at 130 now. Let me see this.
Now this is my second source. One rabbi is saying they're in Germany. One
130.
rabbi is saying they're the
Okay.
progenitor of Rome.
So let me see the rest of this. Okay. Right here, 130. All right. So okay, now I'm on 130, but on the page it actually says 82. Is that correct, or should the page say 82?
No.
You understand what I'm asking you? Like on the side in gray highlights, it says 130 or 560.
No, the bottom of the page to say 130.
All right, let me keep going down. All right. 99, 105, 114.
I just want y'all to hear what he's saying.
And
Yeah, speak about
122, 127. Okay. 129. All right. So where I see is number 5, and the Lord God took the man. You're talking about there, okay? And you said down at the bottom of the page. And are you talking about in the smaller print? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So Genesis 27, all right? 39. Esau was regarded as the progenitor of Rome. This refers to Edom, Rome. The passage commencing, who is this that cometh from Edom? Oh boy. The passage deals with the future exalting of Israel, both connected. Vayahimhu, okay? And he put him with Hanaha, okay, the response and began, and okay, which again to protect, and Eden with the Aden to delight, and Rabbi Judah holds that Adam is. You want me to keep reading this part because it's talking about Adam now, or you wanted me to stop at the progenitor of Rome?
Hey, so like, what page y'all on, man?
130. Did you want me to stop at the progenitor of Rome?
Yeah, brother. The point was the fact that the rabbi said that Esau.
Yeah. You said
the progenitor of Rome.
You said the Edomites lost their damn minds, but
I didn't say they lost their minds. When I said they lost their minds,
You know what I mean. Bro.
No, I don't. I only know what you say.
Okay, listen. Stop trying to act like you're from Israel. You're just a nigga in America.
No, I'm not that. Don't call me on my name.
Okay. The point is you
All right.
said that Edomites.
And I'm not acting like I'm from Israel. I'm not acting like I'm from Israel.
Okay. But you said.
I don't know why.
Man, this nigga wicked,
all right,
yo.
Wait,
man. Come on,
let's
bro.
finish.
All right, Salakia.
All right. Okay. Let's all. Hey, Yoshi. If I offended you, my apologies. But what you said was that the Edomites lost their identity.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, so I'm showing you 2 of your own sources from the Midrash, Jewish sources, Talmudic sources, saying that they know who they are and where they are, and it's in Rome and Europe and Germany.
Okay, so let me read this first one again on page 130, all right, because I understand what you think this is saying. All right, so Esau was regarded as the progenitor of Rome, all right? This refers to Edom, Rome.
Now, y'all listen to this, y'all, and I'm going to cut it off, but listen to this. He going to give y'all his own opinion. Nothing. He just lying. This guy don't have a scripture, don't have no resource, no historic, nothing. What? Listen to this phrase.
The passage commencing, who is this that cometh from Edom? All right. So I think you're thinking, in fact, I'm quite certain that he's using this in the most literal sense, that this rabbi thinks that Edom is Rome, instead of they considered Rome as Edom because they were an enemy. And which I think you don't understand is that the rabbis during the time of the Talmudic period, that they considered their enemies, Rome, Christianity, as being as Edom. It was symbolic. I think you think that they're literally saying that Edom is the progenitor of Romans. I think you think that.
You would have a point. I'm reading what it says. Show me anywhere within that context that they're saying figuratively they're Edom.
In this context?
Secondly, hold on, let me land my plane real quick.
Go ahead.
Secondly, Germany ain't have nothing to do with Christianity. Ancient Germania Major and Germania Minor.
Okay, you have to show me that source.
So
I don't see that source here.
Yeah, I'll pull that source up as well. So can you find in that context or anywhere in the book you got the link where it's saying, oh, hey, and everybody, we, the rabbis, are saying that Edomites are actually Christians here. Can you find that in that source?
No, you wouldn't find. That's not how this corpus of literature work. Find it in this source. You have to know the different sources to go to understand what they're talking about. So it doesn't work that way. You don't navigate these rabbinical writings the way you think you would navigate the Tanakh. It's not done that way. So everything is not discussed on one page or in one book. You have to go to different books.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, the sources out there for the people to see. When I put this on YouTube, I'll put these.
But
sources
wait one second. Let me see if I can satisfy your inquiry.
Yeah, I'll put these sources in the description.
All right. So Deacon is going to take and put the sources. The guy don't disagree. He's coming up with stuff with no source. Now watch what Deacon is saying. Then I'm gonna click this off.
Description box on YouTube as well, so you guys can have them. The rabbis literally. Now, whether these are us, the ancient rabbis, are actually us, or whether these are some type of converts, what they did was made sure people wouldn't be able to lie to say that Edomites just damn vanished.
Hey, please, before he leaves, can I ask him one question? But it's kind of off topic. It's a messianic question.
Yeah, ask him one question and let's get some more brother.
Real quick, on page 17, it does mention the state of Edom being Rome. I don't know if that matters for the conversation. It does say that at the bottom of page 17. Yeah. At the bottom.
Well, that does matter. That does matter because it's given geographical locale to an ethnicity, and it is not dealing with religion here.
Right. Yeah, you can find that at the bottom of page 17. That's going to be the.
Yeah, but these are books that brothers need to have. I know our brother Ron is doing a debate with Ron Dalton about who Esau is. And I'm sure he'll deal with it well, but you know, a lot of people are trying to say that these are Arabs or they just don't exist no more. It's just not true. We have archaeology, history, and more importantly, prophecy. Yowanathan just read a prophecy saying the ethnicity of the people who would occupy Israel, and it just so happens that it's Europeans over there. So you can ask them the last question. Let's get the other brothers on.
Yeah, real quick. So you're non-messianic. I just wanted to ask you real quick. So in Isaiah 53, like, what's your interpretation of Isaiah 53?
I'm gonna stop it there. My point is that this guy in this debate had nothing, Nathaniel, right? The guy had nothing in this debate. And so he can answer certain questions within this debate. Now, he said Edom was dead, gone. What Deacon brought out literature from the Jewish community saying that Edom is in Germany and in Rome. That's what it says. So this guy said, no, it says that Edom is the progenitor of the Romans. Well, let's find out. The Edom and Rome and Chittim, Edom and Greece mixed with, that Rome and Greece mixed with Edom. Well, let's find out. This is Joshua chapter 90. And it reads, at the time in the 5th year after the children of Israel had passed over Jordan, after the children of Israel has rested from the wars with the Canaanites. At that time, great and severe battles arose from Edom, and the children of Chittim is Rome and Edom. That's Chittim from the line of Japheth. The children of Chittim and the children of Chittim arose between Edom, and the children of Chittim and the children of Chittim fought against Edom. And Abinas, king of Chittim, went forth in that year. That is in the 31st year of his reign, and a great force with him of the mighty men of the children of Chittim. and he went to Seir to fight against the children of Esau. Verse 3. And Hadad, the king of Edom, heard of his report, and he went forth to meet him with a heavy people, strong forth and engaging in battle with him in the field of Edom. And the hand of Chittim prevailed over the children of Esau, and the children of Chittim slew of the children of Esau 22,000 men, and all the children of Esau fled from before them. Verse 5. And the children of Chittim pursued them, and they reached Hadad, king of Edom, who was running before them, and they caught him alive and brought him to Abanus, king of Chittim. And Abanus ordered him to be slain. And Hadad, the king of Edom, died in the 48th year of his reign. And the children of Chittim continued their pursuit of Edom, and they smote them with a great slaughter. And Edom became subject to the children of Chittim. Verse 8. And the children of Chittim ruled over Edom, and Edom became under the hand of the children of Chittim, and became one kingdom from that day. So this guy, Rabbi, is sitting on live and Deacon reading his stuff and lying on purpose. So I just want to bring the second part of that debate out. I think it was a good debate. I don't agree with everything with the count guys, but I will have to say that, yeah, you're right. Esau mixed with Jaffe. You're right, Brother Hurt. So I want to bring the second part of this video out because, which is really was the first part. I played the second part last and the first part second. You're right. No covenant with converts. Y'all, I couldn't really see y'all chats when I was playing the video. But my point is that y'all sound breaking up. Some breaking up. Let's see. Can y'all hear me better now? If you can hear me better, put a warning up. I hope y'all can hear me. I don't know what's been going on with this thing with me lately. So, the children of Chittim became one with Edom in Joshua 90, verse 7, 8. And go back and read that. So this so-called Jewish black rabbi, whatever he is either lying. I have no earthly idea what he's talking about in the debate. So when Deacon brought up his rabbi he follow after, he gonna make up a story saying, "Oh, they just call people Esau because when they their enemy." When he read the first part of the source, it says anybody that says that Edom is dead, they is a lie. The guy never responded to that part. So we can read the book of Joshua 90, also in the book of Joshua 64, when Esau's grandson basically ruled over all of Europe and subdued them. So then when you get to Joshua 90, you really got a civil war because Esau's grandson and his people that follow him, they mix with Japhet. So when you get to verse 90, you're looking at a civil war, really. I mean, chapter 90, I'm sorry. So this guy is on live lying or don't know what he's talking about. And if you don't know what he talking about. He need to be quiet because he claimed that he been in Judaism from day number one, and he got basically when he was born, he came on that live and got his tail waxed with history, the Bible, and everything. The dude had no scripture to prove what he's saying. He just wants you to believe that Edom is dead and gone. Man, come on, man. So anyway, I just want to show y'all that. I'm ready to get off. I'm not gonna be in here long. But the children of Chittim and the children of Edom became one people in the book of Jasher chapter 90, verse 7 and 8. Anybody can read that. Also, chapter 64, Jasher 90, you see Esau's grandson Shadu and all of Europe. So you cannot hide no more, Esau, Edom. We know who you are. Like to say shalom and peace and blessings to that. Y'all get a chance, go back and watch that whole video. It was good. Like I said, black people stay away from Judaism, stay away from Christianity, stay away from Islam, stay away from all religion. Because if you don't, you're going to feel like you're the dumbest person on earth when we talk about these scriptures. Shalom and peace. I'm out.